Hi guys, how are you doing? How are you doing? Today's another day, and me, African Queen Mo, the hopeless romantic, is ready with another show. So today I would like to talk to you about love, but I'm not going to talk about it. Let's sing about it. Yeah, there's this guy called Don Williams who sang a very interesting song. And I told you I'm looking after my mom who has dementia, and because of that, I have to play her the oldies. I have to play her old songs, and one of them is We Got Love by Don Williams. Yeah, so let's go, guys. Let's go. You do, you got me. We got something everybody else can see. Me, I got you. We got a good thing, honey, we know we do. Do. Friends, they all know. 'Cause we can't help but let it show. Smiles we can't hide. We got something just too good to hold inside. We don't need no money, honey, you and I. What we got together, money just can't buy what we got. There's plenty of. I got you, you got me, we got love. Do 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 do. Time, it moves along. And honey, we just gotta keep it going on. 'Cause love, it makes us strong. As long as we got love, we can't go wrong. We don't need no money, honey, you and I. What we got together, money just can buy. But what we got, do, there's plenty of. I got you, you got me, we got love. Do. Do. Hope you like that, guys, because if I got you, you got me, we got love. We don't have too much money, you and I, but what we have together, no money can buy. And that is love. Let's not underestimate the power of love. If you love somebody, you forgive them. If you love somebody, you tolerate. If you love somebody, you appreciate and you celebrate. We don't need no money, honey, you and I. But what we got together, money just can't buy. But what we got, there's plenty of. I got you, you got me, we got love. Yup. Love, guys. Don't underestimate it. Do you hear in relationships people talk about the fact that they don't love each other anymore? It's a reality, guys. Some people don't love each other anymore at all. In fact, they can't stand the sight of each other. I believe many of us who are in relationships, especially in marriages, long-term relationships especially, you get tired of seeing the same person over and over again. And then if you go away, let me tell you, if you just go away, like, let's just say 3 hours away from the person, let's say you decide you're going to go to the library, you're going to go to town, you're going to go shopping, or whatever it is. All of a sudden, if you had genuine love for this man or this woman, you're missing the person. You're actually calling him on the phone and you're going, "Oh, hi, darling. Yes, what did you say that you wanted me to pick up from the store?" I feel sorry for us humans. Honestly, I feel sorry for us. We are pathetic when it comes to love. Yeah. What it is that we have a tendency to take each other for granted. And I think, that's the downfall of a human situation. We're never satisfied, ever. I myself am no exception. No, if you're not married yet and you've never been married and you don't know what marriage is, but you look at married couples and you see some who are discordant and others seem to be happy. Why don't you focus on the guys who are happy and learn something from the ones who are not? Yeah, so that you don't end up in the same place. Everybody who knows my family knows my parents, and they know a lot about them. And what they know about them is that they were together for almost 60 years until dad left us. And you know what? He left us like 2 weeks shy of his 60th anniversary. I can say they were married 60 years, honestly, seriously. Not even 2 weeks, I can say 9 days. Yeah. So, what I can say is, I have seen them go through difficult times, financial times. I've seen my parents struggle. And, I saw them. I saw how they struggled together, how they bought a home together, how when we moved to the house and we didn't have water, how they helped each other, how mom started a business, how dad quit his job to help mom at her business. I saw when they were having great, fabulous times together as well. When the business started to thrive, when they sent me to America, they sent all of us to school, and when, the children were happy at the school and my mom used to call those kids her kids, and we didn't know whether we had a mother anymore. Yeah. So I know, what the struggle has been. The struggle. This is struggle love. Yeah. My parents at some point had struggle love proper. But the way they did it is that regardless of their struggle love, one thing I saw is that they always made time for each other. They always made sure no matter how much they're struggling, even if it's just a kilo, 2 kilos of goat meat, dad would come with it and he would fry it up for us and we'd sit there and we'd think that we had the most romantic family in the world. Now, growing up and having my own family, I feel that this is exactly what I've done. I've taken our struggle love and said to myself, money is important, yes, but at the same time, it is not so critical to the point where I would ever disrespect my spouse or where he would disrespect me. Because when he found me, I was actually doing really well with my business, in my consulting business, and he was doing also well in his media business. Then we decided to move countries, and you know what that comes with. If you haven't been taken to that country with a company and you have to start all over again yourselves, it means really like starting all over from scratch, literally, where you actually have to get a new house and even get a new chopping board and new pair of scissors. This is how bad it is. You start from zero. But if you always remember that you have, guys, you have your vows that you made to one another, that you will stand by each other regardless of the situation, then it actually becomes an opportunity for you to enjoy it. So what did we do when we went to the UK together with hubby is that we spent a lot of time on the road walking. We didn't have a car. So we were walking together. We take long walks together and go down to the co-op and we take our £5 and a bit of shopping, come back home, cook, eat. And then after eating, decide, okay, we need to help our stomachs digest. Let's go back for another long walk. We'd walk around Woking, that's where we were, and which is in the UK, and we'd walk. And when we were in Kenya, because this is where we got married, we also took a lot of walks here. And we also went swimming because I was in the coast. We go swimming in the Indian Ocean. We go swimming at the swimming pools. And we'd also walk, just walking, spending time together. Other times, he would go to the gym, I would go do my thing. But what I'm saying is, we can appreciate the things that don't actually cost money. You can actually have just moderate amounts of income and have a relationship. The most important thing, though, is to remember your responsibilities, depending on what it is that each one of you like to do or enjoy doing or have to do or feel content to do. Do that and do it to the best of your ability. So if you're a man and you really enjoy providing for your family, going out and, slaying it out there, go do it, with everything you have. If you're a woman and you love to homemake and do that, why don't you do that with everything you have? However, if you don't fit the traditional roles, if you're like a woman and you like to do a business, go and do business with all, everything that you have, whatever kind of business you're doing, even if it's a startup, do it and let your partner also support you. Partners should support each other. The fun in life is the struggle. They talk about struggle love. Struggle love is the most beautiful love because you're struggling through life. This life is never going to be without struggle. Never. If you can take that struggle and package it in a way that you compartmentalize it for the man and for the woman, you can like connect the dots in the struggle. Together you can unravel this struggle and it can become your hustle. It can move from a struggle to a hustle, to a business, to an empire. It just depends on your mindset, yeah? So what I want to say to young people is don't fear marriage. It's one of the most beautiful, beautiful institutions that God created. One of the reasons that I did not get married earlier was because of my great fear of losing my husband or dying before. I don't know why I used to have these fears of becoming a widow or him becoming widowed. But really, I realized actually, regardless of whether or not I get married, I'm still going to be One of us is still going to be, losing either a sister or a brother or mother. Somebody's going to grieve over you. So that's beyond us. We have this world. And if you have time to spend with one another, guys, spend the time together. Do you know how much I miss spending time with my husband right now? Like a lot, a lot. We're calling each other a lot because we're missing each other. And if you feel like you're at your wit's end in your relationship, it's okay to take a sabbatical. I learned about this that taking a sabbatical for about 6 months to a year is a very, very good thing, very healthy for relationships. Yeah, because sometimes you need to go and just do a reset. It might not be that you have really anything very seriously wrong, like my cold right now. Actually, I'm tidying up the grass and everything around right now, so freshly cut foliage can affect me. Yeah, so I need some water, but maybe this is an indication that I need to wind up pretty soon. So what I'm saying is, guys, the struggle love is the most beautiful love. If you're in a relationship with somebody where you have every single thing all the time, believe me, at some point it's going to get boring. And either your husband is going to go and look for somebody to uplift so that it raises their ego, or you yourself are going to feel like, okay, I need, you'll be spending more time away from your spouse, actually. Well, the best thing is struggle it together and then celebrate it together. Yeah, so money is a great thing. It's a wonderful thing, but it's not the only thing. The same thing, I've been watching this lady called President Z. She's somebody I really love to watch. She's a sociologist. She likes to use statistics, figures, research, analysis. I like it, because she actually backs her conclusions or her advice and reactions and responses with a lot of evidence. It's all evidence based. But let me tell you something. In some cases, your love has no evidence to go by. You have to create the evidence. You have to create the experience of your love. And your love eventually will provide, results. And those results will be the evidence of your love, of your relationship. Your relationship can be different. Your relationship does not have to be a statistic. Your relationship, you're gathering the data, you're creating the data every day with your partner. And at the end of that, you're going to test it. You're going to have different kinds of results and ongoing results, and you can measure them and monitor how you're doing. And then eventually, you'll have a result and you can actually measure it and say, okay, so how are we doing? Are we doing okay? Do we need to change? And things like that. I think it's very important, though, that each person in the relationship be extremely humble and really willing to make a difference. Very, very, it's getting a little bit smoky out here. I need to go back inside. So please come, guys, on my TikTok page. On TikTok, I discuss kind of different things. And sometimes I'll narrow down this video and put it on TikTok, which is probably the case, yeah. But for my YouTube channel, people, for my YouTube family, funny enough, I'm growing quite fast on TikTok, which is quite amazing. And I'm praying to God that I'm also going to grow on YouTube. Please subscribe and share my videos. I've decided this year I'm going to talk about relationships because I lost my dad. And I don't know why that made me remember. My dad was a real, when I look at my father, I look at him as somebody who really loved his family so much, and especially his wife, my mom. He loved us so much. I think I'm like him because I'm a diehard romantic like that. And I'm going to continue this. This is going to be my way going forward. Fortunately, I have a very romantic hubby too, so that helps. So when you're looking for a partner, if you're looking for a romantic guy, find him. Don't look for somebody who looks down on romance because romance is actually the lifeblood of relationships. It's the lifeblood of the happy relationship. Okay? Bye, guys. Doo-doos.